What's up, YouTube? For all my doomsday sayers here. September 28th, the blood moon. More people are inhabiting their own body, so they now perceive more dimensions of self. The earth was always in all dimensions. You were always in all dimensions. You're just inhabiting the body more, your energy. So you're now perceiving and experiencing the layers more. It's just like a good way to put it would be like we're entering the lower heavens. So now we're basically at the cockroach level or the lobster level or the shrimp level or crab level of the heavens. And we're on our way up. So we're perceiving everything that comes with that. But let me just get into some other things here. History. Any history recorded by external means is void due to its agenda and ulterior motive. You got to realize that any history that required external means, it was pushed and created with an agenda. Because what one gorilla knows, all gorillas know. So who does it benefit to learn someone else's history or her story? Like many say, it's not about history or her story. It's about my story, what they call mystery. So anyway, social media itself is immortal. It's just that it's always existed. Social media of society, social media and a means to communicate, it has always existed. This is just the form, the crutch that we use now. But it has always been here. And will always be here. Our satisfaction just changed. We once inhabited our entire energy, so each moment was fully experienced and we were fully satisfied by each moment. But now again, people are so fragmented and not totally inhabiting their bodies that we have different crutches for social media and use these different things. Now we just stare through crystal prisms in the days of the week at the other external crystallized versions of us, like just to feed into them, just to give responsibility away from us and to continue to stay fragmented and imprisoned by the senses. So again, it has a lot to do with the diet, of course, and your diet shifts once your mind can change. Once you realize you don't need something, then you can drop it, then your diet changes, and then it just further and further changes, and then it becomes more and more subtle. The big changes happen, and then you make more small, the small changes although. So you become more perceptive of the subtle realm. So a small change is a huge change. So anybody that is a meat eater, you got to ask them, if the animals are less than you, why do you need them and their dead carcass to build your greater than body? No hate on my plate, man. It's always, it's about carbohydration. Carbohydrates, right? Carbon hydration. What I'm talking about is, of course, carbon or melanin, hydration, water, moisture, which is just a denser form of melanin. So that's really what it is more so about. Ether being carbon or melanin, and we're being in the high seas. If you want to stay dense about it, of course, melons, which is pretty much just moisture and melanin, or different, just different layers of melanin. So anybody staying together, or you're staying with people for the substances that bind you together, that means you have a shared fear or a shared lie that binds you to the person, not shared love. Whenever it's a shared fear, then you're doing things out of attachment. You're not doing things out of true love. The ones you truly love are the ones that you want to see do their best, either by being there or leaving there. So it doesn't matter if you're there or not. You just want to know that they're at their best. And if you know that you're at your best, then that's all you give off anyway. So you take what you give off. And it got a lot to do with people just fearing being alone and they just avoid the homeschool, the self-school. Everyone's avoiding teaching themselves because they don't trust themselves. They're just too concerned with other people's history. So we all, fear being alone, so we shorten our lifespan so we can stay with the pack. But the pack is an illusion anyway. So it's just silly, man. We really need to shift our goals from these dense material goals to, I don't know, man. Your relationship goals should be joint dreaming, things of that nature, things of our nature. So anyway, the PDFs are online, ROYALT512 @yahoo.com. You can get the ebooks online, Our Bud Vegan on Amazon. Again, there's 28 texts, the Eye Manual, the Kate Day Cleanse, the Alchemist Cookbook. There's just so many on there. Busted, A World Created by Nuts. There's just so many. But I know people really wanted me to talk about this blood moon more and more, but again, you know, the more you feed into distraction, the more you get distraction. So it's just us realizing ourselves more, and going and shifting into not even a shifting, more so, because it's already here. And again, it comes down to people have already been in different dimensions this whole time. Some people never lost it, so to them, they're just perceiving more people finally coming and experiencing their level. It's like somebody moving into their neighborhood after no one has lived there. You know, like if you just lived in an area that's rural and now it's becoming developed, I guess you could say. So people are finally developing their subtle self and finally realizing it, because that's how it develops, just more realization. So that's really about it. Again, ROYALT512@yahoo.com for any inquiries for the PDFs. You can get them that way through PayPal, and RBud Vegan for the text online. Anybody, vegetarians and vegans from A to Extremes, there's so many, man. Like I said, 28 of them. You got No Gain, hair regeneration is organ regeneration. So that's that, and yep.